Hello students, in this video we are going to continue with the chapter number 7 of Geography, our country India. So we were talking about the physical divisions of India or the physical divisions which are in our country India. We talked about the Himalayan mountain range and the divisions of Himalaya into Greater Himalaya, Middle Himalaya, and the southernmost Himalaya or the Shivalik Himalaya. Now, after Himalayas, the second type of division or the landform we have in India is the northern Indian plains. These plains lie to the south of the Himalayas. They are generally flat and level. These are formed by the alluvial deposits laid down by the rivers such as Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra, and their tributaries. These river plains provide fertile land for agriculture. So basically, in these plains, the soil is very fertile, which helps for better cultivation of the agricultural crops. That is the reason for high concentration of population in these plains. Since there is no shortage of agricultural crops, there is no shortage of communication and transport facilities, hence a lot of people prefer to live in northern plains. If we look at the map, the part of this map which has been highlighted with orange is basically where the northern plains are concentrated. The northern plains include the states of Haryana, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, parts of Uttarakhand, West Bengal, etc. Agriculture activity is done in a great amount in the northern plains. Now, in the western part of India lies the great Indian desert. It is dry, hot and sandy stretch of land. It has very little vegetation. So a desert actually looks like this. It is full of sand and very little greenery or vegetation is in the desert area. If we look at the map of India, it is in the western part of India, basically concentrated on the in the state of Rajasthan. And the Great Indian Desert is also known as Thar Desert. Now, to the south of the northern plains lies the peninsular plateau. As we already talked about, plateau is a elevated land which is flat on the top. It is triangular in shape. So basically the peninsular plateau is triangular in shape. The relief is highly uneven. Uneven means it is very rough or the land of these plateau region is very rough. This is a region with numerous hill ranges and valleys. One of the hill ranges are Aravali Hills, one of the oldest ranges in the world. Border it on the northwest side. If we look at the map, this is the peninsular plateau. If we join all the sides, it kind of forms a triangle. So, in the peninsular plateau, we have Aravali range in the northwestern direction. Apart from Aravali range, the Vindhyas and Satpuras are important ranges. The rivers Narmada and Tapi flow through these ranges. These are west flowing rivers that drain into Arabian Sea. So, as in this map, we can see here we have Vindhya ranges, Satpura ranges. This is Narmada and Tapi rivers. So basically these rivers go into Arabian Sea. But these are the only two rivers in India which drain in Arabian Sea. Otherwise, all the other rivers, for example, Yamuna, Ganga, all of them they drain in the Bay of Bengal. The Western Ghats or Sahyadri's borders the plateau in the west, and the Eastern Ghats provide the eastern boundary. While the Western Ghats are almost continuous, the Eastern Ghats are broken and uneven. The plateau is rich in minerals like coal and iron ore. In the map, you can see these are the Western Ghats and these are the Eastern Ghats. Now, to the west of the Western Ghats and the east of the Eastern Ghats lie the coastal plains. The western coastal plains are very narrow. The eastern coastal plains are much broader. There are a number of east flowing rivers. The rivers Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri drain into Bay of Bengal. These rivers have formed fertile deltas at their mouth. The Sundarban Delta is formed where Ganga and Brahmaputra flow into the Bay of Bengal. Let us now look at all these things in the map, physical map of India. So here in the west of the Western Ghats, you can see the coastal area, and on the east of the Eastern Ghat also you have coastal area. Now, the rivers like Mahanadi, Kaveri, Krishna, all these rivers they drain into Bay of Bengal. And another important feature of these rivers is that they have formed a delta. A delta has been formed by these rivers on the mouth or the opening from where they drain into Bay of Bengal. The Sundarban Delta is formed by the river Ganga and Brahmaputra when they drain into the Bay of Bengal. The delta looks something like this. It has very thick forests. Let us now look at this information given in the boxes. The first is alluvial deposits. These are very fine soils brought by the rivers and deposited in the river basins. Now, tributary. Tributary is a river or stream which contributes its water to a main river by discharging it into the main river from either side. Now, do you know Ganga and Brahmaputra form the world's largest delta, the Sundarbans Delta. The delta is triangular in shape. It is an area of land formed at the mouth of the river where the rivers enter the sea. That point is called the mouth of the river. Now, as you can see in the picture, this is how actually a delta is formed at the mouth of the river. This is a single river. When it flows down into the sea or the ocean, it gets distributed into different parts or different tributaries. This is how a triangular delta is formed. Another piece of information is corals are skeletons of tiny marine animals called polyps. When the living polyps die, their skeletons are left. Other polyps grow on top of the hard skeleton, which grows higher and higher, thus forming the coral islands. In the picture, you can see how the coral islands actually look like. Now, coming to the last part of this chapter, or the two group of islands also form part of India, that is the Lakshadweep Islands located in the Arabian Sea. These are coral islands located off the coast of Kerala, and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands lie to the southeast of India, Indian mainland, in the Bay of Bengal. Now, in 2004, the tsunami struck these islands, especially the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. And what exactly is tsunami? Tsunami is the huge sea wave generated due to the earthquake inside the ocean or on the sea floor. If we look at the map, this is where the Lakshadweep Islands are, and this is where the Andaman and Nicobar Islands are. These are Lakshadweep Islands are on the southwest direction, and these Andaman and Nicobar are on the southeast direction.